Ahoy me hearties, welcome back to another episode of The Good Pirate. In this episode, we'll be exploring the challenges, hard work and frustration of fixing my catamaran. All before we set sail on a thrilling treasure hunt adventure where I surprisingly find something unexpected. But first, let me catch you up on what happened in the last episode. While trying to replace my old broken propellers, I found out they were too corroded and had to have an emergency beaching of my catamaran. All while trying to figure out how I could get the old propellers off and the new ones on. We managed to get the port side propeller on and now it's time to work on the starboard. Will it be just as bad as the other one? Let's find out.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the part we've all been waiting for. Please do not break. And that there is exactly what we were afraid of. Okay, so I have some very unfortunate news. So my grinder was sitting right there and then Kita decided to come down and say g'day and knocked the grinder right into the bucket of water. Damn.
This close to finishing.
So close, and the tide is pretty much almost here. Show you how far we got. So that one is ready to be chopped off. Looking very nice. So I've also just moved the anchor over here. So once the tide comes up and the boat lifts off, it's not going to pull us forward. Hopefully the boat will swing around nicely and we'll be able to motor out. So the tide is starting to come in. As you can see back here, the water is underneath the boat. Hey Cora. Another hour and we should be floating and ready to go out. Alright, so let me show you what I've been doing for the last 2 hours. I've been trying to get this grinder to work and I've had no luck. For me to finish the job, I really need a grinder. So I actually messaged my parents who are still sailing around the Whitsundays and they're gonna come over later in the afternoon and let me borrow their grinder, which will be amazing because that means I'll be able to finish the job. It's not gonna take very long, but yeah, I still need a grinder to do the job. All right, so we are making our way in now for day 2 of being on the hard. I'm really looking forward to having 2 new propellers on. We are in position. Last time we were a little bit further up there. I've just come back a little bit, so later in the day we hit water a little bit sooner. The boat's not completely out of the water yet, but it's enough for me to start my next job. So what I'm gonna be doing is I'm gonna be adding some wooden panels. The main reason I'm going to be adding some wooden panels is because this section right here is where the anchor chain runs and it actually falls through these little gaps here and gets stuck. That's going to be the first job while we don't have the grinder here. Alright, so these are the wooden panels. 2, 3, 0. Well, someone forgot to wear earmuffs. That was loud. So loud. Perfect. All right, now we go underneath and unscrew everything and start spacing everything out into position. All right, and we are officially done. Now we just got to move all these into position. Okay. Plenty of room back there. Plenty of room up here. So everything is nice and spaced out. So now I'll go underneath and screw 1,000 screws up into the block of wood. And the others have actually just arrived with the grinder. So we'll be able to smash through our jobs today. All right, everything is nice and spaced out. I haven't done all the screws up yet because I'm gonna get Lucy to do that for me. I'm gonna go back and finish cutting the propeller while you finish screwing all this in. I didn't see any signs. Hi. Thank you.
Would you want
Come over, look, yeah. How much bigger the boat looks when it's out of the water.
I know. You get to put your anodes on.
Yeah, well, that's on the table. Here's the old one.
Oh, you have to cut it that way.
So, yeah, so that's what it all turned out
Bloody
like.
hell.
Yeah. Yeah.
Serious work. Probably hasn't been off it since the boat was built.
Oh, I imagine it wouldn't have. Yes. That's what we want. Look at that. Look at that. There we go. Bring that over there. It's looking good. All the way. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Alright, let's screw these bad boys down. Alright, now I just got to put on the anodes here and then we're done. We can be launched again. Ooh, that and pack away all the tools. Alright, it took majority of the day, but we have finally finished all the boat jobs. Whew, I am absolutely exhausted. The new props look absolutely fantastic. I can't wait to use them. I'm gonna give them a proper test tomorrow because when we launch the boat tonight, it's probably gonna be like 9 o'clock and we're literally just gonna go out there and just anchor the boat. So yeah, I'm really stoked with how all the boat jobs went. All right, now we just gotta wait for the water to come in and then we move the boat out there and give it a good test run tomorrow. Woo woo. Alright, so I just got done inspecting the propellers and nothing's wrong. They're absolutely perfect. They're nice, strong, everything's in position, they open, close, so awesome. We got 2 working propellers now. Now I haven't given them a good test run yet, so that's gonna be the plan this morning. We're actually gonna make our way north to go treasure hunting in a spot that I went treasure hunting last time, but last time I didn't find anything good and I was really surprised by that because there's hundreds of people diving there every single day and there's no way no one has dropped any treasure. So we are going to make our way north, give the new propellers a really good test run, then we'll put up the sails because I do prefer sailing anyway, and then go treasure hunting in the spot again. I'm going to stay there a bit longer, hit it a bit harder. Yeah, we got a crow on the mast. What's he doing? He's making a whole lot of noise. Gah, gah, gah. I'm trying to scare the bird away. There we go. The worst thing is that they poo right on your boat.
Making the coffee. Morning go-go juice.
The morning go-go juice.
Go, 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 go.
Okay, I'll
I have this photo just now.
I can give you that one. Alright, we are ready to go. This will be the very first speed trial with 2 new propellers. I'm excited. Let's see how we go. 1, 2, 3, let's go! Hi-ho, Silver! Oh yeah. Choo choo! 7.6, we're going faster. Alright, we're averaging about 7.6. That's not bad. We used to average about 6.5 with the old propellers, so the new ones are working pretty well.
Oh, 1 extra knot.
Yeah, I'm actually going against the current right now, so we could probably get an average of like 8 to 9 knots. So that's pretty impressive. So I'm really happy with that. All right, now Now, as fun as it was running the engines and seeing how fast we can go, we're gonna put up the sails and start sailing.
Hoist the sail!
Because this is a sailboat, so. Alright, so we're sailing directly downwind and the jib is flapping around a little bit and I don't like it. And because we're sailing wing on wing, what I'm gonna do, I've got this little block here. So I'm actually gonna grab the jib sheet and pull it over to the side over here, just so the jib fills up with a little bit more wind. Out to the left here, over to the port side a little bit more, then it's just gonna fill it with wind a lot easier. So that's why I've got this block here. So I'm just gonna clip it on here and drag it down over that way. And we're gonna pull it all the way over here. Lucy's just tightening up the jib sheet now, and as you can see, that is filling up with a lot more wind now. So that looks dramatically better. So we got heaps of wind in the main and we got heaps of wind in the jib. So just a little tip for like you new sailors that want to go directly downwind and you're wondering why your jib is just flapping all over the place. This might help some of you out. All right, now we got a long sail north. Beautiful sail, and we're almost at our destination. It's just over there. So, whoa, tripping on all lines. All right, so we're going past the section where I want to go treasure hunt, and even right now, there's just hundreds of people diving there. There's got to be some lost jewelry there. Okay, so we've arrived nice and safely, and the tide should be the perfect height in like an hour and a half to like 2 hours. So while we got time to kill, some of you guys are gonna hate this, and the rest of you guys are gonna think it's absolutely hilarious, but I got myself a little whistle. Lucy's not gonna be very happy about this either. And I've been practicing for a solid 10 minutes now. So this is what I've got going on. This is the sailor hornpipe. Oh, I got that one way. So good.
So good.
So good. Yeah, so I'm gonna keep practicing. I'm gonna get better. This is me just like improvising, all right? This is like some fairy mystical improvising. Oh God, it sounds bad on this end, but I'll get better. All right, me hearties, we are getting ready to go for a treasure hunt. We're gonna hop in the dinghy now. Lucy's already putting the dinghy down. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm definitely gonna hit it a lot harder than last time I was here. I'm gonna plan to spend a bit more time in the water. So we'll see how we go. Fingers crossed we get lucky today. Whew. I'm excited. I love doing this stuff. Cora's just jumped in the dinghy as we're pulling it down.
Oh, she looks scared.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, baby.
Stay there, Cora.
It's okay, Coral. You did this to yourself.
Jump. Jump.
Yeah.
Nice. The dinghy is fully loaded. We are ready to make our way to the treasure. So, interesting story. Last time I was here, I jumped in the water and there's like these big GTs around here. There was like 4 or 5 GTs and it came so close. It looked like they were gonna like bite me. I ended up like kicking one back just because he got so close to me. Oh yep, there's one.
Look, he's gone now. Oh God!
Well, put that in the water. See, dangerous.
I've also been using the new Insta 360 X5 360 camera, which has been absolutely insane lately. Before we continue with the episode, we need to talk about today's video sponsor, and that is this little legend right here. All right, this right here is the Insta 360 X5, one of my absolute favorite cameras out here on the water. We live in an era where boring video just doesn't exist anymore, especially thanks to this camera. You are looking at the very first 360 camera with 3 AI chips inside. Now, what does that mean to us? Well, way smoother, way sharper, and faster footage. Now, this camera having a bigger sensor than its previous models means it lets in so much more light and detail. Even when it's hidden behind a cloud or you get really close to some reef, you're still gonna get fantastic footage. Now, everyone knows this camera performs amazingly above the water, but what about underneath? With the Insta 360 dive case, let's just say, talk about fresh perspective. I've been having so much fun with it, just getting different angles, playing around with the camera underwater. It just gets you a whole different angle that you've never seen before. It's like having your own pet octopus holding a camera filming you, except it's just you and the camera. Well, you, the camera, some fish, some reef, and hopefully a mermaid. Now, get yourself an invisible selfie stick and watch it magically disappear. You are gonna get epic footage from third-person point of view. The X5 is a major upgrade from any 360 camera out there. It is pretty much the GOAT of 360 cameras. As for the battery, you're gonna be able to film for 3 hours, filming at 5.7K. It's also fast charging. Now that means when the camera's flat, I'll quickly go plug it in, get myself a snack, and then by the time I'm done, I'll go grab the camera and it's ready for another adventure. You would have noticed over the years that I've been using Insta360 cameras for a very long time. It is amazing to have this video sponsored by a company that I know will always get the shot. So if you're interested in getting your own Insta360 cameras, I'll have a QR code here. I'll also have a link in my bio. Trust me, you will not be disappointed. Anyway, it's time to get back to the episode.
Gold treasure.
Alright, you salty treasure hunters, let's talk strategy. This time I made sure to watch where majority of the people were all diving, and it turns out that it was actually the opposite side of where I went treasure hunting last time. So fingers crossed I have more luck here. And just like that, the adventure ends. I am running out of air and need to get back to the dinghy. But luckily for me, I have a pocket full of treasure that would make Blackbeard jealous.
What a dive.
It's so clear.
Oh, that's a lot of booger.
Oh.
So this is the first bit of jewelry I found. Open your eyes.
Ooh, whoa. It's big. It doesn't fit.
Very big ring. All right, now for the next bit of jewelry I found.
Oh.
I think it's a gold ring. It's got a bit of corrosion on it. It looks like a golden ring, which is awesome. Okay, now for the best find of the afternoon.
More.
There's more. All right, you ready?
Fist bump. Oh, it's huge.
It's a big 10-carat golden ring.
How do you know? Oh, is it? I think that has the same stamp as this one. 7, yeah, same. Look
Two
at
golden rings.
It's huge. Look at the difference.
That is incredible. This is the other one.
Oh, cute.
I'm pretty sure that's just bad metal. So, but look at that.
Ooh.
That's a win. That's 4 rings here. So awesome. I did find a lot more junk down there. So I'm going to put all that in the bin. But these are definitely hands down the best finds.
3 and 1.
I'm really stoked with how that went. Home sweet home.
All right, we are back on the boat. You've got to excuse the engine noise. We got back to the boat and turns out we don't have any water. So we're running the water maker. All right, let's go through all 3 of the rings we found. We're gonna go with this one first. Now, I couldn't read what it said inside of it in the water. I think it's stainless steel. Titanium. Cool, so that there is a titanium ring. All right, now we're gonna go to this little golden ring. This one's super cool. Obviously it's been down there for a really long time because it's got a little bit of like green corrosion on it. And this one is a 10 karat golden ring. How awesome is that? Very cool. And now for the main ring, this massive chunk of gold. Look at that. All right, so this is also 10 karat gold, and it's even got writing inside. It says, make us for a lifetime to come. And it's also got a date on it, 17th of the 1st, 2009. So this is a really awesome find. If this ring looks familiar to you and you can prove that you used to own it, then I'd be more than happy to return it to its owner. But man, that is a huge golden ring. Super stoked with this, super stoked with all the finds this afternoon. I'm so glad we found something. All right, time to celebrate, time to pour yourself a drink. All right, the sun is going down and I got myself a little drink. It's been a pretty wicked last couple of days between fixing the props and beaching the boat and going out and treasure hunting. I just live for this kind of stuff. Cheers to that, hey? I also have some incredible news. I just got over 400,000 followers on Instagram, which is so insane. And I'm well on my way to reaching 100,000 subscribers before the end of the year. And that is my goal. So if you guys haven't already, please like and subscribe, hit that notification button. All those things help grow my channel. And I really want to reach 100,000 subscribers before the end of the year. That would just be a dream come true for me. Oh, look at that, hey? And I really do want to thank you guys because all your support through my channel and Patreons and Instagram and TikTok, all my platforms, you guys just, you're the best. You're the best of the best. And I do hope you guys are enjoying my content. And you know, like every good pirate, rum on sunset.